Welcome to Roadmap to 1 Million. My name is Stacy Zeal, and if you're looking to make more money, gain your time back, and rapidly grow your visibility so that you can impact way more people with your brilliance, you're in the right place. This podcast is your one-stop shop for turning your online business dreams into a reality. My main goal is to give women entrepreneurs just like you the marketing strategies, guidance, and expert insights you need to hit that $1 million milestone and beyond. Whether you're a coach, a consultant, or an online brand that wants to make a big impact, Roadmap to 1 Million gives you the actionable strategies and inspiration you need so that you can implement right away, no fluff, no fuss. So, CEO, are you ready to buckle up and accelerate your growth? Be sure to follow the show and let's dive in. Get ready to uncover your roadmap to 1 million. Hello. Welcome to the Roadmap to 1 Million podcast, the podcast that gives you actionable insights and tactics to make a lot more money, gain your time back, and to rapidly increase your visibility. So if you are someone who wants to do all of those things, who wants to make a lot more money, who wants to gain your time back, and wants to impact more people, then you are in the right place. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the only 3 types of marketing funnels you need to sell your digital products at scale. So if you have a course, a digital product, or any other type of evergreen offer that you know, that you want to know exactly what kind of funnels you need to put in place to sell your products at scale, this episode is for you. This whole series has really been talking about the importance of marketing funnels, and when scaling your business to 7 figures and beyond, and the essential piece that they are when you are starting to shift from selling one-to-one to one-to-many, and you're wanting to get your digital products, your online courses, your different offers that you have in front of people at scale, and you need this marketing funnel in place to be able to convert people and to be able to give people the information that they need in order for them to buy from you. And that includes things like your content pieces, that includes your emails, that includes your podcast, that includes any kinds of things that people need, includes overcoming objections that people may have, giving them frequently asked questions, all of the things that people are thinking about that is preventing them from buying from you. That is where your funnel comes into place to really kind of help those people to move closer towards the sale. And so last week's episode, we talked all about the anatomy of a funnel. We talked about what essential pieces you needed to have in each funnel and why each piece is important. And so make sure that you're following the show. Make sure that you have shared this series with a friend. If you haven't already, share the podcast with someone who is in business, who is looking to grow, and is ready to figure out what it is that's holding them back from getting to that next level. So, as I've mentioned in this series, the goal of your marketing is to build know, like, and trust. And by moving people through the funnel. So it's the what I like to say is that it's a way to take people from I have no idea who you are to please take my money. And if you're running ads, this is especially important because you're running ads to primarily cold traffic, people who don't know who you are, have no idea who you are, but have a problem that you can solve. They just need more information and they need to get to know you. They need to build that know, like, and trust before they're actually going to buy from you. And that's where your funnel kicks in. It eliminates the necessity for you to actually have these one-on-one conversations with people in the DMs or one-on-one sales calls, whatever those kinds of things that you're doing that are requiring a lot of your time and a lot of your effort. That is what a funnel helps to really kind of eliminate. And so as we talked about last week, the top of your funnel is where you're sending prospects to. And then your automated marketing kicks in to filter people out who are not interested or who are not a good fit for your offer. And so today I'm going to give you an inside look at what I teach in my course, Maximize with Ads, because in my course, I have a whole lesson and a whole workbook that's all about funnels that you need to set up in order to successfully and efficiently convert your ad traffic into sales. And so if you want a copy of the workbook, I'm giving you a copy of the workbook for free. So go to stacyzeal.co/funnels and you'll be able to grab the actual workbook that goes with, that is pulled directly from my course that can help you to map out the funnels that you're going to be putting in place for your business. And I want to preface this by saying you don't need all 3 of these funnels right now, right? Like, don't feel like you need to set up each of these funnels before you can start running ads. It's best practice, and what I recommend is to focus on creating one funnel, get some organic traffic into your funnel, see if it's working, test the efficiency, test the effectiveness of it, make a couple optimizations, and then move on to the next. So wherever you're starting, you want to make sure you start with what you already have. So if you already have one of these funnel, the different pieces of each of one of these funnels, then all you have to do is really kind of pull it together and make it in a cohesive, automated way that will then, people can kind of go through and they get the information that they need. So let's talk about each of the three funnels. So the first funnel that you need to sell your digital products on autopilot, if you're running ads, is the freebie funnel. So this is what I call it, the freebie funnel. And this is the funnel that has your free lead magnet. It then kicks into an email sales sequence, and then you get a sale, and then maybe on your thank you page, you upsell people. So it starts with a lead magnet. And a lead magnet is giving people, what I like to say is when you're thinking of lead magnets, think about a common objection that people have to buying from you and give them that as the lead magnet. So for example, and an inside look, this series sparked because during my last launch, I had a lot of people saying, I don't have a marketing funnel set up. I need to get this marketing funnel set up before I can actually, start running ads and actually, buy your course. Oh, okay. That's the thing that's holding you back. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you exactly how to solve that problem so that we take that objection off the table and you can go ahead and get that funnel set up so that you can buy my course. So when you go to staceyzeal.co/funnels with an S on it, FUNNELS, that is what you're going to get, that workbook. So if you are someone that's like, I haven't started running ads yet because I really don't have that first funnel set up, that's what this series is about. And that's what that freebie is for, to help you to overcome that objection of, I don't have a funnel set up, so I can't start running ads. And so the thing about it, though, with the freebie funnel, lead magnets can be a downloadable guide, a checklist, a quiz. Quizzes are great lead magnets for ads, especially because they teach people about themselves, and people love to learn about themselves. So if you have a quiz already that helps people to, distill down what offer they should be getting into, whether it's a specific digital product they should get into, or personality quiz that tells people about themselves, or where they're at on their weight loss journey, or any kind of stuff like that. Quizzes are great for ads because it helps people to teach people about themselves. But anyway, this is not going to be a spiel on how to create a lead magnet. There's lots of great information out there about how to create an awesome lead magnet, but I will just drop that. When you create lead magnets from a place of understanding what your audience's objective is, it really tends to help to convert better. And it helps to get people onto your list that actually have the problem that you're trying to solve. Or you can create generic lead magnets like, 100 different AI prompts for life, right? Are those things, is that helping to people to overcome the objection that they have to work with you? So that's where I would start with the lead magnet. And there's a lot of great information out there about lead magnets. But the thing about, with the freebie funnel is that the reason you need it is that people are more cautious about who they work with. As you may know, people are they're taking longer to make decisions. They are more cautious because people have been burned by other people before. People have gotten lead magnets that are useless. I know I signed up for a lead magnet that it was like promising something with AI, and I go into it and it's just like, okay, the free piece of it was pretty much nothing. It didn't really help me at all. And, then I didn't go on to buy anything else because I unsubscribed from the email list. And I got this freebie that said it was going to be this, and it really was not. And it was just not great. So people are more conscious about who they work with. And so that's why you really kind of need these kind of funnels to give people a peek inside of what it's like to work with you. It's important because you give people a quick win, right? It's important to have this kind of funnel because it allows your audience to get a quick win and to get to know what it's like to work with you, or just giving them a little bit of a glimpse, or it helps them to overcome that objection that they may have for buying your course. So that's why it's great to have a freebie funnel. And honestly, as we are in 2023, and when I say we, I mean consumers, we know that our email addresses are currency, right? I know that if I give you my email list, if I give you my email address, you're going to add me to your email list and you're going to sell me something. That is something that is very known to a lot of people. And it's not something that we need to hide, right? Within marketing, we don't need to hide that we're going to be selling to people, after they give us their email address, because people already know that. But what we want to make sure we do is we give people something of value. Like there are freebies that I have. I have a whole freebies tab on my Google Chrome. as a bookmark that are really good freebies that I have used, like email subject, I have a couple email subject line freebies that are really, really great. They give me really great results for my email list. And it didn't look like it took long for this person to put it together, right? So it doesn't have to be something that's exhaustive, doesn't have to be something that's, 60 pages, but it just has to be valuable to people, because then people start to see that it creates an exchange of value right from the start. People start to see like, oh, this person actually did, give me something that is helpful to me. And it was free. So that's great. So maybe I do want to go ahead and, stay on their email list and see what they have to say, because they helped me with this free thing. So their paid thing must be amazing. That's kind of the frame, the benefits of that. And it doesn't require much, right? It doesn't require you to create a whole lot of stuff. Take something that you may already have. One great lead magnet that I have is a podcast series. So I've been doing more podcast series, and I'll take that. I'll create a little workbook that goes with it, and give people, access to the episodes, give people some, some key points and some things that are really, really helpful for them. And then they can go ahead and take that and get some quick wins. And then that way they're on my email list. So it helps me to grow my email list. It helps me to get my offers in front of them, because I have a sales sequence that's set up that actually does sell to people, that gives people the information about my course and how my freebie, how that freebie relates to my course, and overcoming that objection helps them to be able to get better results with the course. So it's very beneficial to have a freebie funnel in your arsenal if you're selling digital products and courses and memberships and those kinds of things. Are you a CEO with an amazing one-to-many offer who's tired of creating endless amounts of content that is not helping you hit your high revenue goals? Well, look no further than Maximize with Ads. Maximize with Ads is designed to help you exponentially increase your sales, rapidly grow your visibility, and gain your time back by leveraging the power of Facebook and Instagram ads. From developing a scalable Facebook ad strategy, to setting up your tech, to targeting the right audiences and creating irresistible ads, we've got you covered. Plus, our private support community is always available to answer your questions and provide personalized feedback. If you're ready to stop spending all your valuable CEO time creating endless amounts of content and start executing a leveraged strategy that allows you to travel the world, pay for private school, or start living the life you started your business to live in the first place, then head over to MaximizeWithAds.com to enroll. Visit MaximizeWithAds.com to learn more and get started today. All right, let's jump back into the episode. All right, so we talked about the freebie funnel. The second type of funnel that's important to have in your business when you're selling digital products is a webinar funnel. And when I say webinar, this could be a webinar, it could be a workshop, it could be a video series, something like that. And this is important because it helps people to get to know you as a person, and it helps to get people to get to know your offers and actually like the core of what are you actually offering. So webinars still work. I know people think that webinars don't work, whether you're, maybe if you have a 2-hour webinar, that may not be converting for you, but hey, if it converts, it converts. But, like a webinar, a workshop, a video series, something like that, that people can start to really hear your voice. It really helps to build that trust. It helps to move people closer to a sale, like, when you're actually selling in your workshops and stuff like that. Those kinds of things help people to not even just get a quick win, right? So it goes beyond the quick win. The freebie is just a quick win, right? They're getting, they have one specific objection that they have. You give them, the information to overcome that objective, and boom, that's it, right? It solves that one quick problem. The webinar funnel more so helps people to get a lot more color around a specific topic. So let me give you an example. I have a webinar that's an automated, and this can be automated, this could be live, it doesn't matter. It could be paid, it could be, a digital download, something like that. But I have a webinar funnel that I send people to. And when people watch my webinar, they get to know who I am, they get to know my background, they get to know, they really learned the key components of successfully scaling their business with Facebook ads. They know what it's going to take. They understand what things they need to have in place before they can be successful with Facebook ads. And so that webinar definitely gives people a deeper look into what I can do for them, or what I can help them to do for themselves. It gives them an insight look at the steps and my frameworks and the things that are required to get to that next level. So you definitely want to make sure that you have something like that in your business, because these are for people who want to go deeper. This is for people who are like, I have a problem and I really want to know the exact step-by-step, the exact framework to solve it, right? And then I want to know what is the actual offer and how can your offer actually help me to do that. So you see that there's a difference between that freebie funnel and the webinar funnel, even if the webinar is free. The freebie funnel is really set up to help people get that quick win. The webinar funnel is set up to give people a deeper look into a specific topic. So they should be able to walk away from your webinar having a lot more information than they had coming in about your specific topic. So if you're teaching people how to, fix their finances, whether it's a demo of your product, right? Say you have a digital product and it helps people to stay on top of their finances. You definitely having a demo or something that shows people how to do it, because it gives them a deeper look into what the problem that they have. It gives them the step-by-step on how they're actually going to solve it and how your actual product helps them to do that. So that's why it's important. Benefits of this is that it really helps you to stand out as an expert. It positions you as an expert. It positions you as a thought leader. It positions you as someone who actually has a step-by-step framework on how to get stuff done, on how to get people from point A to point B, or to, from A to B to C to D, right? So it teaches people how to do that. So that's the benefit of having these. It's typically a longer, kind of thing, maybe, 20 to 45 minutes to an hour, something like that. So it gives people a deeper look. And so that's why it's so beneficial. You definitely want to make sure that it's important to your business and you have that so that people can understand your methodologies, your frameworks, your background, how you can help them to get result, and how your offer and the essential pieces of your offer that people need to know. Like, does it come with support? Does it come with this? Does it come with that? Are there scripts? Are there templates? Whatever it is that people need to know before they buy from you is a great thing to include into your webinar. And then this last funnel, this third funnel, is what I call the content to conversion funnel. This is my favorite type of funnel because it really helps to keep getting your best content in front of fresh audiences. And so if you are a content creator, just like I'm a content creator, we end up on this endless loop of creating content where we create a blog post or we create a podcast episode or series or a video series or something. And, outside of just, YouTube, because YouTube definitely does a great job of, if it's SEO optimized, driving traffic to your content consistently or for a long time. But if you have a blog post, for example, you have podcast episodes, it's easy to be able to, 1 week you're promoting that podcast episode, and then the next week you're moving on to promoting another podcast episode or the other blog post, right? And so a lot of times they're not getting as much traffic as they can. Yes, SEO traffic drives a lot of traffic. So SEO is a great thing to make sure that you're incorporating into your blog posts and your podcasts and your videos and things like that. But you can do more. You can get so much more from that content when you're running ads to your content, because you get a lot more targeted traffic. You actually see the results. You get to see how much, leads and sales you're generating from these specific types of content. And let me give you an example for something that, is a content to conversion funnel. This is actually a video funnel. So I had a client who was launching an app. It's a networking app for a very specific audience, and they're launching it via an NFT. If you don't know what NFTs are, it's in that whole cryptocurrency kind of space. And we started running ads to a video series that taught people what NFTs are and what they need to know to monetize their content in Web3. And so we had emails, we had an email series that kicked in right after that. And so your content is a great place. If you have a piece of content, you have one blog post, one podcast episode, one video series that really, really gives people information that they need, that helps them to overcome, it helps them to solve a problem that they may have, or gives them the information that they need to solve a problem. That is a great thing to elevate with your with ads, because then you start to repurpose that content. You start to get it in front of fresh new eyeballs. It helps you to get off that content hamster wheel of feeling like you're creating endless amounts of content, because you have to just create. We're in a world where we create, especially if you're focusing on social content, focusing on taking that long form content that you have and really, getting a lot more eyeballs on it definitely helps your business. And you do it in a way that helps to feed your marketing ecosystem, that helps to feed your funnel. And it's really the key here. That's the key. The key is to make sure that your content is set up in a way to convert leads into email subscribers. So that way people are not just coming to your blog or coming to your podcast and they're not actually getting into your email funnel. So they're not getting your sales emails. They're not getting your broadcast emails or anything like that. They're not being able to get remarketed to with, retargeting ads and things and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that your content is set up in a way that that really does feed your funnel. It's not just creating a random piece of content and driving traffic to it and hoping that it actually grows your podcast or grows your email list. It's about being very intentional with the kind of content that you create and the kind of content that you highlight with ads, because every piece of content is not going to do well with ads. Every piece of content is not going to drive leads and sales for your business. And so I have created a content to conversions playbook that you can grab when you buy Maximize with Ads, my course, my Facebook ads course, that shows you exactly how to position and set up your podcast, your blogs, and your YouTube videos in a way that captures your leads and gets them into your funnel. What you don't want to have happen is that you're taking any random piece of content and you're running ads to it and you're not getting any results. So in that playbook, I give you the breakdown of how to pick the content. How do I pick, if I have 500 blog posts, or I have, 50 different podcast episodes or 100 different podcast episodes, how do I know which ones I should run ads to? Because it's not just taking every single episode. It's not even about taking your new episodes and running ads to them. It's about taking those pieces of content that actually are set up and actually optimized to move people towards the next step, which is to become a lead or to get on your email list or to buy something from you if you have your content optimized to actually have people buy from you. So that is what that content to conversions playbook breaks down. And the only way that you get that content to conversions playbook is if you buy my course. It's an upsell that you buy when you buy my course. So in this series, so those are the three funnels. The three funnels are the freebie funnel. You need that freebie funnel where you're giving people a value exchange right up front. You need a webinar funnel where you're giving people a lot more, where you're taking people to the next level, taking people a little bit deeper and giving them the information that they need about it, more information that they need about a topic to be able, and your offer to be able to make that purchasing decision. And you need a content to conversions funnel where you're actually using all the content that you create, all that long form content, the podcast, the blogs, the video series. You're actually using that to to funnel people into your business and to funnel people into your offers, instead of just having content that people just go, they visit, they look at it, they get the information, then they leave. You want to make sure that people actually go, they consume your content, whether they're finding it on Pinterest, whether they're finding it on ads, whether they're finding it in social. You want to make sure that the people that you're driving to that piece of content are actually able to, are actually driven to the next step or move to the next step, which is getting on your email list so that they can get your sales emails and hear about your offers and those kinds of things. So those are the three types of funnels. And in this series, we talked about why a marketing funnel is important. We talked about the essential components you need to shift away from manual selling your offer. So the three types of funnels that you need that work best for ads for your digital products. And now that you have all this information that you need to start automating your selling it's time to ensure that you also have a steady flow of traffic going through your funnel. Because if nobody is getting into your funnel, if nobody's seeing your content, nobody's seeing your freebies, or you're relying on Facebook's organic algorithm to make sure that, people on your timeline see your funnels and things like that, you definitely want to make sure that you're starting to consider ads. And that's where my course Maximize with Ads comes in. My course teaches you how to fill your funnel with quality leads, high quality leads with Facebook and Instagram ads, so that you can make more money, gain your time back, and rapidly increase your visibility. It allows you to make sure that you're getting targeted people into your funnel, the right people into your funnel. You're not relying on Instagram showing it to, random people who may or may not have an interest in what you have to say. You using ads to really get your offers in front of people who are in that consideration phase, as we talked about in the last episode. They're in that phase where they're like, hey, I know I have a problem. I'm ready to solve that problem. I'm considering my options. I'm weighing my options. You want to make sure that you can get your content in front of those people 24/7, whether they're in your time zone or another time zone, or they're across the world, or they're on a completely different schedule than you are. You want to make sure that you can get your offers in front of the people who need it, so that you can so that you can make more money, so you can gain your time back, and you can increase the impact that you can have on clients. And so if you're ready to start investing running your own Facebook ads, you definitely need the roadmap. Let me tell you, I have seen many people jump into Facebook ads and they get frustrated because they don't understand how they work, or they have a very basic understanding. Or I see people which is the worst, the worst thing is I see people boosting posts and thinking that is going to actually get them results. Boosting posts is a waste of your money. I have a bunch of Instagram videos that talk about why it's a waste of money. So I won't go too deep into that today, but if you want to create long-term, lucrative, sustainable, scalable, predictable success in your business, you want to sell your digital products, your courses, your memberships, your evergreen offers on autopilot, you definitely need to make sure that you get this funnel set up, but then also you make sure that you're getting targeted traffic into that funnel. And that's where my course Maximize with Ads comes in. So if you're ready to start investing in running your own Facebook ads, you want to have your hand on the wheel and not relying on, these agencies out here that may or may not be doing a good job. And I've audited agencies before. I've come across a lot of agencies. There are some great ones and there are some that are not. And I'm just going to leave it there. But if you're ready to take that next step, go over to maximizewithads.com. When you go to maximizewithads.com, that link is going to save $300 on the course because you're a podcast listener, and I like to make sure my people are rewarded. You make sure that you go over to maximizewithads.com, and you're going to automatically see a $300 credit off the original price of the course. And the course gives you the exact roadmap, the strategies, the tactics, the scripts, the resources you need to successfully scale your course, your digital products, or your other evergreen offers with ads. I even have AI prompts in there to help speed up the process. Ooh, I'm so excited, y'all. We released an AI module. People are loving it. People are getting their ads up faster than ever. So make sure that you definitely jump into the course and you grab the Content to Conversions playbook also, because if you're a content creator and you're starting to run ads, you definitely can get your ads up way, way faster if you know which content to use to repurpose for ads, instead of just thinking like, I have no idea where to start. I also walk you through in the course creating your funnel. So if you're someone that's just like, I'm still a little stuck on the funnel, I go very deep into exactly what components of each of the 3 funnels I gave you today. I go in deep about those funnels, about how to set them up, what components you need, what things are a part of them. So you definitely want to make sure that even if you're thinking, I got a lot of great information for this, but I haven't taken action on this, on creating my funnel yet, maybe that's the thing that you need to actually take action. Maybe once you put the money on the table, you'll actually be like, you know what? Okay, let me get this thing done. Because if I could forecast you, if I could show you 2 years in the future, if I could show you a year in the future, if I could show you 6 months into your future, and you see the power that advertising is going to have on your business, the amount of sales and leads that you're going to be generating every day from running ads, then you would be like, sign me up today. So maximizewithads.com is where you want to go if you want to save $300 on the course. We also actually have now Klarna and Afterpay and PayPal buy now later. All of those things are integrated into the platform now, so that you do have the option to buy now and pay later if you don't want to if you would rather wait until after you get your ads up and start running before you start before you pay. That's what you can do with those different payment options. So again, the link is maximizewithads.com. You can go to the show notes over on our site, and we'll have all the links and everything there. I hope that y'all found this series successful. I hope that you found this series helpful, and I can't wait to see the success that you have when you start to actually shift away from selling one-on-one to focusing on having one-to-many scalable funnels in your business that automate your process, that allow you to serve a bigger audience at scale. I will see you on the next episode of the podcast. I'm always around to answer any questions that you may have about the course or anything that's going on. So reach out to me if you have any questions. I'll see y'all next week. OMG, that episode was packed with gems. Are you ready for more? Head over to stacyzeal.co/podcast to get the show notes and to sign up to get our top 5 podcast episodes to help you streamline your marketing so you can make this your $1 million year. Head over to stacyzeal.co/podcast.